would say. Just on the left hand side, we are passing now the dancing houses, all crooked houses, because Amsterdam is built on marshlands area and wet peat ground. Houses stumble from their foundation. The result you see to the left.
Look at the group of very crooked houses. We affectionately refer to them as the dancing houses because they look like they're tilted and swaying to some happy tune. These buildings get their crazy tilts from the wooden piles that are supposed to be holding them up. The more the piles rock, the wilder the houses dance. The outward lean that you see on so many buildings is another story. It has nothing to do with rotted piles. The facades, or the faces of buildings, were intentionally built this way. In fact, a 16th century law put limits on how far a building could lean forward, lest it topple down.
The people who are sitting on the right hand side will see that slowly because we turn around over here. In front of us you can see the illumination of the flower market. And here to the right you can also see the place where the night was painted. In front of us the coin tower. The coins were produced in the 17th century. A very nice place to have lunch or breakfast. And in front of us a very fancy hotel, the Hotel de l'Europe, which is basically private property of the Heineken family, which is the richest family here in the Netherlands. To the left you can see a small comedy, the Kleine Comedie, one of the Amsterdam's oldest theaters. It's already a theater since the 17th century and has been ever since. So beautiful spot of view basically to all sides. Some old shops. Also the family first coffee shop. A coffee shop doesn't sell coffee. It sells coffee but they are there to sell other stuff. A coffee shop also is not legal. Coffee shop is tolerated. Gedoogd in Dutch. So they have a license to do things which basically are illegal. Just like some others. Café de Amsterdam is just a normal pub. But next to it you see coffee shop, and coffee shop is so for cannabis and such things. Here to the left hand side, pretty dark canal, dark because there's not that much illumination. On the end of it you can find Newmarket. If you go to the Red Light District you also see Newmarket. Newmarket is a nice square with lots of nice restaurants and pubs where also people from Amsterdam and the neighborhood go to. Then again, to the right, it opened a bar in it for centuries. And you spilled that much alcohol in the ground that the wooden pilings will not oxidate. That's why the Mulligan's bar is still upright. So here to the right hand side, the Mulligan's bar and the hotel where you always end on one side of the bed because it's completely crooked. And to the left hand side you have a beautiful see-through towards the South Church, the first Protestant church of the Netherlands, with the drawbridge in front of it. Here to your left hand side, beautiful see-through. Of the painted, for example, by Monet, French painter.
All-inclusive affair celebrates all combinations of gender and orientation.
The more composed Grachten Festival, Netherlands' largest classical music festival, brings over 80 concerts to the city. The Prinsengracht concert, held on this canal, brings the festivities to a magical close, as everyone, including the royal family, lights candles and sings in unison.
In winter, the Amsterdam Light Festival sets the canals and streets aglow with spectacular light sculptures.
And then, when spring arrives, the city breaks out into its craziest street party of all on King's Day. This Dutch national holiday pays tribute to the Dutch royal family.
Look up. See, there's amazing. There is too.
Albania, and the world-renowned Dutch National Ballet. The Dutch may be known for their tolerant attitudes, but they also have strong opinions. This piece of architecture was met with heavy protests that have since simmered down. In fact, that's how it got its name, Stopera. It's derived.
The Dutch come from a small country, but this hasn't prevented them from making their mark on the world. Their curious nature and tenacity has been apparent since the Golden Age, when Dutch explorers sailed far and wide and set up settlements in faraway places like New Holland and New Amsterdam, which have since been renamed Australia and New York. As a people, the Dutch are eager to learn and have gained some international, including DJ. The Magere Brook, otherwise referred to as the famous Skinny Bridge, stretches all the way across the Amstel River. Of Amsterdam's 1,500 or so bridges, this is the most famous. It dates back to the 17th century and was likely a narrow footbridge. Since then, it's been reconstructed more than once and grown